Blog Talk Radio.
Tonight's entertainment.
What's up, y'all? This is the Robbie the Rummy show, and this is indeed Robbie the Rummy for my second show back together. My co-host, Nappy J.
Your Juggalo OG gangster correspondent. What's up, y'all?
We're getting ready to do this interview, As you all know, tonight we got Cryptic Wisdom. However, it's going to be about 5 possible 10-minute wait on him, so you guys have to listen to our mouths for the next few minutes. We got that.
Hope you guys like us. Otherwise, they're changing the station.
Yeah, well, you got to keep it entertaining somehow,
Well, I know nobody can see this, but I'm actually juggling right now chainsaws, and they're on fire while I'm riding a unicycle. It's pretty badass.
Oh, man. Is there any way we can get a picture of this on Twitter or Facebook later?
Well, the problem with all that, okay, I've got Facebook and Twitter mobile, but for some reason the picture end of the deal just isn't working. I've got to get online and fix the problem, whatever it may be. But my internet has been down for a couple of months, and I've really literally been out of the loop for a little bit, and I feel like I said, out of the loop. This shit sucks. But I'm sure a lot's happened. That probably some YouTube drama between so and so and so and so and all that shit, which I'm kind of glad I missed if it happened. But if everything's been all good, fucking right on.
Yeah, well, you gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes it pays off to not have internet.
Oh yeah, I've been a lot of shit going on over here. As you know, I've been putting together my own stage and everything, right? And yesterday I was putting the backdrop up on the wall, the back wall and everything, right? Where all the scenery's gonna be at. Big, huge, massive gust of wind hits that sucker. And luckily, I wasn't standing next to it because it blew the whole thing down. So I get to spend all day tomorrow putting it back up with more support and stuff. So.
And this is out in the middle of nowhere?
That's one of the perks of living in the boondocks is we get to put on concerts out here in your own yard. I live on like 3 acres. So it's actually like a really cool spot for it. And it's not like so far out of the way where people are going to have to drive 100 miles out in the middle of the Mojave Desert to see it. It's only a few miles out, like from the nearest town. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty badass. Just gotta get the stage done, and it's on May 18th.
Do you have any artists lined up for it yet, or are you still holding off on that? Or?
I've got artists. Let me see here. Let me grab my flyer. You have to excuse me. It was like 90 degrees, and I've been out in the sun all day, so my brain is kind of like at the moment. But anyway, we got Johnny Carnage, Murder Man 702, Jerry Virtue, Draco, Welsh Mountain Ponies, and we've got a surprise performance from somebody I'm not saying a word about. If you show up, you'll see. Like that.
Well, what if there's some people, in the upstate New York area that can't make it?
Well, I'm going to be filming the whole thing. I mean, as a lot of people know, I'm a YouTuber. I'm also a video editor. I've got high-definition cameras, professional editing software, and also professional sound recording equipment. So, yeah, I'm going to be recording and filming the whole entire show, and it will be up on YouTube probably about a week or so after the show.
Right on, right on. And you did say this show was for a benefit, right? Like a charity?
Yeah, this is a charity show. The one part that I'm letting out right now, there's a surprise, but the one part of the charity is actually going to be going towards needy people. Like, we've got a major recession here in California. A lot of places do, but like where I live at, it's in the boondocks, jobs are even tougher to come by, so there's a much bigger need for a food bank for people. People are fucking going hungry out here, so we do everything we can already to help out with that. But this is to add additional funds to that. But on top of that, we are creating another charity for something that's very much needed. And that's one of those things, like, I'm going to be making that announcement at the show. And another announcement I'll be making is I'm actually starting up another subsidiary record label to Big Daddy Nappy Productions. There's going to be a third label coming out out of this label and everything, which I'm really excited about too. That's also going to benefit a lot of people. So, yeah, I don't bring it up a lot on the internet, but I do a lot of charity work. I do a lot of community service type shit. Not because I ever got in trouble for it. It's just something that I do. It's kind of like, how I roll. I used to be in financial destitute. I've got a lot of help back in the day and shit. And this is my way of paying back the community. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, by the looks of it, we got Cryptic Wisdom calling in now. So we say we get him on the air.
Let's do it.
Right. It's Cryptic Wisdom.
Yo.
Yo, we're on the air. What's going on?
What's going on, man? How you guys doing?
We're doing all right. It's a long time.
Doing great, man.
Cool. Yeah, thanks for having me on, y'all. I'm really excited to do this with y'all.
Yeah, we've been waiting for a while, and we're honored to have you up. So we say we get into this.
Word, yeah, let's do it.
All right. First question. You actually just released a new EP called The Reminder, which came out March 15th, I believe, for free download. Do you want to explain that a little?
Yeah, you can get that CD for those of you listening on crypticwisdom.com. It's basically 7 tracks that I couldn't use on the LP that I'm working on, but I didn't want to just throw away because I thought they were really good. But they were on mainstream instrumentals, so I decided to just give that away for free in order to use it to promote and launch my new website. And so with that, it was pretty successful, and I was really happy with the way it turned out. So, hopefully everybody enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it.
Right on. And I'll be the first to say I enjoyed it as well.
Oh, yeah.
Nappy J, throwing the question?
Yeah, certainly do. Thanks for asking. All right. Cryptic, man. All right. As far as touring, project shows, and all that go, man, what do you have in the near future? Anything you want to let out of the bag for us?
Well, between the both of us, y'all, I like to stay a couple projects ahead, and I've got a new LP that I plan on dropping within the next couple of months, and I'm doing my best to gather the resources I need to get a tour off the ground so I can travel and promote that CD. And in between, I'm dropping new mini videos to promote older classics of mine every Wednesday on my YouTube channel, and I'm just trying to network with other dope artists meanwhile and keep pushing my name out there, just trying to work hard and work smart.
Hell yeah.
Right on. Speaking of, was it Wisdom Wednesday, what made you decide to want to do something like that?
Well, for some personal reasons, I ended up having to restart my YouTube channel. And so when I did that, I basically went from all my subscribers on my old one to essentially nothing. And so in order to make attempts to rebuild as quickly as possible while still offering people something to check out every week and keep them updated, I started the Wisdom Wednesday series. And my girlfriend actually does all of the film work, and I sit down and I edit them. We put them up every Wednesday. And I think everybody gets something out of it, though, because some people, they'll make requests, or, like, they'll have wanted to see a video to a certain song for a long time, and they never got to because back then I wasn't on the video game. And now they'll get to see some of their favorite songs on video, and they'll have a visual to entertain them with it. And they're a little shorter than full songs, but eventually, once we get more used to doing this and I get more skilled at editing, we're going to be putting out full videos from time to time.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, right on. Nappy Jack?
Yes. All right. When it comes to your collabs, man, which would you say is your favorite, and is there anyone you'd love to collaborate with in the future?
My favorite collabs, obviously there was a lot of promotional value that came from working with Hobson and Swizz, but beyond there, I really enjoyed working with my old friend Chris Petrano, and he's mad talented, and I hope one day he picks up the mic again. We used to do a lot of songs together back on my two first mixtapes, which were Tides of War. Currently, I'm working with my dude Chaotic on some projects, and he definitely blew me away with the last song he sent me to feature on. That kid is killing it right now, and I look forward to doing more with him in the future. As far as people that I want to work with right now, shit, I'd like to work with Yellow Wolf. That dude's killing it too. I've always wanted to do a track with Yellow Wolf. Tech Nine, obviously. Ritz. I reached out to Ritz. I wanted to do a feature with him, but he's on tour right now and not taking features on. But eventually, I'm going to make that happen.
Right on. All right. So a lot of your music, you have different sounds. Some like you have your regular rap, hip-hop kind of, and then you got like your rockish, popish kind of stuff infused in with it. What influenced you into doing such, ideas that you do with stuff like that?
I get compared to Linkin Park a lot, and I did listen to them a lot back in the day. But honestly, I listen more so to a lot of 3 Days Grace, Seether, Breaking Benjamin, alternative rock like that, And it's the content and the melodic presence of their music that just really inspires me to introduce more of that sound to my hip-hop. I like that, really hardcore renegade feel to hip-hop when you throw some guitars and some live drums in it. I just think it's fresh.
Right on. Nappy J.
All right. Hey, kind of it's a different question here. If you could do anything else besides music, if ever given the opportunity, what would it be?
I'd be an astronaut. If I were smart enough and I'd stayed in school, I would have been an astronaut and I'd be in space right now. I wouldn't even be worried about music. But I'm gonna do it before I die. I'm gonna ride a fucking meteor, and that's the dream. But for now, more realistically, I'll settle for one of those anti-gravity simulators. Though I wanna squeeze out a tube of toothpaste in zero gravity, see what it looks like.
Yeah, jump up on that vomit comet, as they call it. It simulates zero gravity. Yeah, there you go.
That'd be tight. I'd love it. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a unique idea. That was different. All right. So, what influenced you into doing music?
Well, I used to write down other people's lyrics, like DMX, Ludacris, and Eminem. It was around the time of the Cradle to the Grave soundtrack, and I'd recite them as if they were mine, and I'd get kicked out of school because I'd be rapping these abrasive lyrics, like Obi Trice and Eminem. Like I'd be rapping some fucking, what was that song called? Drips in the middle of school, and I'm in 6th grade, and these kids would crowd around me until the teachers wanted to know what was going on, and they would stop it. And that shit was cool, but I wondered what it would be like if I could do it myself. and write my own songs. So that's when I did some research, and I hit SoundClick in search of beats, and I met this dude. His name was G&D, and he had this song called Smoking Marijuana, which was #1 on the charts at the time. And I remember thinking it was really good, and so I hit him up, and I told him what I was trying to do, and he got back to me, and we ended up talking on the phone. And I remember he had me spit a thing or two of my own for him, and the next thing you know, he's sending me equipment and brings me into his group, Rhyme with Reason. So really, like, I owe the beginning of my career to G&D, and that dude is also featured on a few of my tracks, one of my more popular ones, actually, which is Won't Be the Same. So, much respect to that dude. If he ever hears this, he is definitely the reason that I got started at such an early age.
Right on. Nappy J, do you have anything else?
Yes, I do. All right. A lot of your songs have some pretty deep meaning to that, and just wondering, what was that inspired by? Like, was growing up or anything of that nature?
Yeah, all of those deep songs, like the ones with the hidden messages and the not so hidden messages, are all 100% real life incidents. I've seen a lot and been through a lot as I've grown up, and I've never been an exceptional speaker. I tend to trip over my ass a lot. So when I write, things just make sense, and music was the best outlet for me to express myself through and tell my stories. The heartbreak, the drugs, the loneliness, all of it is real, and shit that I've been through that hopefully somebody can hear and be like, damn, this motherfucker, he knows exactly what I'm going through. Because that's what music did for me,
Yeah.
Right on. All right. You've released a good 7, 8 albums plus a couple of EPs, which would you say are you more pleased with?
That's a difficult question. Honestly, of all the projects that I've dropped, I've got to say that I was most impressed with myself when I threw together the Wisdom Teeth series and released each of the 4 EP installments at different intervals throughout the year, because it took a lot of planning, and it was the first time I'd ever pressed up hard copies, and it taught me a lot about shipping and customer service. If somebody was pissed off, they didn't get their shit, I had to figure out why or what happened and, make it right. And I like that, because I hate when companies mess up and they don't want to do anything about it. So it taught me a lot about that and appreciating that side of it. But I can't wait to drop a new CD and do it all over again. I'm really excited about this new one.
Right. And, speaking of this new album you speak of, is it going to have any same sound of your past releases, or is it going to be something different? Or
I'm sorry, what was that?
The new album you speak of, is it going to have the same sounds as your past releases, or is it going to have some different stuff added to it, or what's to expect?
Honestly, I feel like everything on this one is a lot different than a lot of the things I've put out in the past. There's usually when I drop a new CD, there's always a little bit more singing on there than the last one, because I get a little better at it, like with every CD that I put out, and I get a little more structured with it. So this one's a little more structured than the old ones, and I try to keep a cohesive theme to it. And I think it's going to be good. It's going to have some of that old school CW sound blended with the new school CW, and I think people will appreciate it and find that happy medium. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. And is it just going to be, just an album with you on it, or is there going to be collabs with it, or?
Yeah, it's mostly just solo, but I do have a feature on there from my dude George Zalea out of Washington. That dude crushes it. I've been sitting on that feature with him for a long time, and I'm really happy to put it out there because he killed it. He put me to shit on that song, and I'm really excited to get it out there. But I do eventually want to put out an EP with all features so that I can put on my dudes out there that are really, really grinding and really talented musicians So eventually I'm going to make up for the lack of features on all my CDs by putting out a whole CD with just features, you know?
Right,
Yeah.
right. All right, Matthew J., you want to...
Yeah, I got one right here. Okay, back in the day, man, you ever think you'd be where you are right now?
Hell no. I can't even see myself within the next 7 minutes. Nonetheless, 7 years I've been making music. And, but it's overwhelming sometimes. You know, it's surreal. And I have a lot of growing to do. I have a lot of steps to climb, and I know that. But I'm very appreciative of every moment, and I'm mad grateful to be given the opportunities that I've been given. You know, I only hope that I can keep climbing and don't stay stagnant and be complacent. You know, I'm comfortable, but I don't want to be too comfortable. I just want to keep growing. But no, I didn't.
Hell yeah.
Right on. So, you know, of artists in the world, you know, you said that you listen to random bands like 3 Days Grace, either all them guys. Who influences you the most, whether band or artist or what?
Who influenced me the most?
Yeah.
It's going to sound so cliche, but when I first started, you know, listening to hip-hop, it was Eminem that influenced me the most, that kind of stuff, Eminem, Tech. But when I started getting more into the rock, which I didn't used to understand it, but I used to listen to rock, or my friends would listen to rock, and I'm like, that just sounds like garbage. It just sounds like noise, you know. But as I grew to appreciate it and understand it, I loved it even more. So it was more so 3 Days Grace was my biggest influence in a lot of things that I do as far as singing goes, and Eminem and Tech definitely influenced my rapping. I remember being a kid, and I would just tell myself, I want to sound like this guy and that guy all put together as one and be one fucked up creation. And one day I just got good at what I do with a lot of practice and time. But there's just way too many influences in my life to pick one, you know.
Gotcha. Completely understood.
Right. Matthew J., like to say something?
Yeah, is there anything else that you'd like to tell us about, like as far as, you know, projects, shows, tours, anything like that you haven't mentioned?
Yeah. For those of them that are just tuning in and don't know, and they want to hear my newest CD, The Reminder, they can go to my website at crypticwisdom.com and download it for free. You know, like I said, if you're just tuning in and you don't know, there's 7 songs on there, some of my best work to date. I think you'll really like it. As far as shows, right now, while I'm preparing a new CD, I'm not touring much, but I will be in St. Paul, Minnesota on May 10th with Jaron Benton, and Mayday at Wicked Leaks 3 in Denver, Colorado on June 27th. Also, I'm doing a small circuit run with my dude Wildcard out of Washington. We're doing regional sprints from northern and southern states, and this is the first installment. It's called the Civil Tour Volume 1. And for the northern dates, we're doing Everett, Washington on May 16th, Sequim, Washington on May 17th, and Bremerton, Washington on May 18th. And the following weekend, we'll be in Mesa, Arizona on May 25th, and Tucson, Arizona on May 26th for the southern dates. And from there, hopefully, we can get another one off the ground and get right back into it. But for now, that's all I really got going on.
All right. Here's another question. This is actually a fan question. You did a couple, you know, mixtapes or albums or however you want to put it, called Tides of War Volume 1 and Volume 2. Do you plan on doing anything else like that in the future?
As far as entire CDs that I released for free?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will in the future. I feel like I need to do a bit more growing first and developing myself as an artist and as a business as well, and really get my name out there more so that people will appreciate it more when I drop free music and it'll spread further. You know, you don't want to just give something away if it'll only go so far. You know what I
Right.
mean? But yeah,
Right.
I do plan on doing another series like that. Maybe even Tides of War Volume 3. But for now, I have a couple projects that I do intend to release, but they will be sold.
All right, sounds good. All right, before we take a quick air off, is there any shout outs or any last minute things you'd like to mention?
Yeah, hell yeah. Much love to my team over here at Illegal, the homies at Funk Volume, my dude Chaotic, Playboy the Beast. I'm actually sponsoring a contest of his right now. It's just So You Think You Can Rap contest. Grand prize winner will get a free hook from me, among other things. Gifted Minds, my dude Sebademic, Cass, Epistra Beat, C4, all these people I'm working with right now. Underground on top. Much love to all of you. If I forgot anybody, I'm sorry and shit. You know how it is. My bad. But thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate it. Y'all are pretty awesome.
Hey, thank you for being here, man. It was an honor.
Absolutely, man. You guys ever want to do another one, you just hit me up.
Hell yeah.
Always. Nappy J, is there anything you'd like to say at this last minute?
Not much than I've already said it there at the beginning of the show. Other than that, I'm pretty much straight here.
Cool, right on,
All right.
fellas. Well, thank you very much. Y'all have a good night.
Hey,
You too. All right, y'all. That was Cryptic Wisdom, and we have just about a minute or two, so I'll just quickly share what I have in store. I wasn't going to say anything, but I will right now. But there's
I'm too excited to keep it to hold it back. Yeah.
you gotta let it out. But there's talks of a second interview with DJ Clay, and if you don't know DJ Clay, which you should, he's the DJ for ICP and Psychopathic Records, and he also announced that he has a new mixtape coming out in June, I think he said it was. And I wasn't going to say this, but we're also in works of an ICP interview for this coming Saturday, which is exactly...
Bust in the heads out, bitches, yeah!
But yeah, we are in talks with DJ Clay and ICP for interviews, and we'll keep you more posted on that as time possesses. Other than that, that's it for shows and the talks right now. We are currently working on more. Nappy J, is there anything you'd like to say?
Hey, just to let everybody know, if we get Insane Clown Posse on here, I'm gonna be asking some questions that a lot of people have been speculating on. I'm even gonna go into the money hungry shit. I'm going to go into all that stuff that everybody tends to speculate on the internet that I might not necessarily agree with, but we will get to the bottom of that mystery, I promise.
That's right. We will get to the bottom of it. We will get everything answered. We will also get everything answered that you guys want to know, So, if you want to get some questions in, I would say call, but that would kind of be a flood on our behalf. So I'd say send us an email or something with questions, or message us on Facebook or Twitter if you guys have us. Nappy J, you want to share your Twitter and Facebook stuff just in case?
I am the real Nappy J on Twitter. It's at the real Nappy J, and in between the words Nappy and J, there is a underscore. And other than that, it's all one word. Real easy to find me, or you could find me under Big Daddy Nappy J on there. And I don't even want to get into my Facebook. It's just too long of a fucking name. All right.
All right. And then my Twitter is also at capital R and then Robert, capital W, 4589671. And if you just want to go to the search bar on Facebook, just look up Robert Wells and Robbie the Rummy will pop up on the side. But that will be it for tonight, and thanks to everyone for tuning in, and I hope you get ready for the next couple of weeks. And everyone have a good night, and Nappy J. Last words?
Peace the fuck out, y'all.
All right, everyone, have a good night, and you too.
Peace.